in the morning, in the morning.
Birdie Fuel Coffee. Oh,
He took the cup. Where's he going with the cup? That's the cup.
took the cup. BirdieFuelCoffee.com.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the McTako podcast, episode number 10. We made it.
10.
Double digits.
That's
What's
awesome.
up, Taco?
How you doing, Eric?
Cold. I think most of the country is cold right now, except the people I see over practicing in like Arizona and Florida, maybe.
Yeah. My
Maybe
sister lives in
some parts
California.
of
She says it's
California.
all right.
Yeah, but like Texas is getting hammered. They've never seen weather like this.
Dude, I
Or
lived
at
in
least
Texas.
it's been a very long
Yeah.
time.
I mean, I've lived in Texas. I lived in Texas for like 3 years total. 1 year was like in Austin. But
I like
yeah,
Austin.
I mean, you know, in San Angelo, you're not getting, it's funny because Jonathan Gomez definitely took like a picture of like, what? You don't get, you know, and it was snowing out there, but so you rarely see snow in San Angelo, West Texas. And then we were in Austin, and the one time that it did snow out there, it was like super feathery light, and then then it
Gone.
started
Gone by noon.
Oh, yeah, actually, on this day, it was cold enough for let it stick, so it like melted into ice,
Oh yeah,
and then people started going nuts.
Yeah,
in Austin.
So I lived in Round Rock, which is just north of Austin.
Beautiful
and
spot.
I remember driving the day we left for tour. It snowed, so I remember looking at the element, and it was full of snow. But drove from there to Vegas was the first stop, and I remember seeing snow in Austin back then too. So
Crazy.
It definitely happens, but this is like extreme, like sub-zero temperatures, pipes freezing,
Bursting.
power grids going out, just all kinds of craziness going on in the world right now.
I think I heard somebody, or no, I didn't hear any of it because I read it on something online, but they were saying like all the generators were gone. And
Oh, I'm sure.
So,
it's no different than
you know,
like when the pandemic all started.
Yeah.
There was no toilet paper
Prepper-
anywhere, which is weird.
round two for
mean-
preppers laughing their butts off at all of us idiots that
Yeah.
don't know how to prepare properly.
No kidding, right? Oh, man.
Touche.
So. But hey, guys, shout out to Birdie Fuel once again
Boom.
for hooking it up. As always, we do have a couple packages here that we're going to give out on this particular episode. The commercial you guys saw at the beginning, once again, was given to us to utilize from Birdie Fuel. So they're doing a lot of really good things, rocking the Birdie Fuel hat today. So thanks a lot to those guys. They're killing it, sponsoring players. There's a handful of our players that have a blend, and we have our own blend now. So
That's right.
pretty sweet. That's actually what we are drinking right now. So shout out.
And it is called the McTako Single Origin Colombian.
Colombian.
It's delicioso.
It is very delicious. So shout out once again, Birdie Fuel. If you guys haven't gone and supported them, just even if it's just going to their Instagram page and giving them a follow, please do that. We got a lot of really cool things in the works coming up here in the near future.
Also, I believe we can go ahead and give a code out
Yes, we can.
to some of our listeners out there.
Absolutely, we can. Do you want to go ahead and give that code?
I believe it is McTako. So you go there to Birdie Fuel during your purchase. You type in McTako. Let's go.
At checkout there's a spot you can fill out. Type in McTako, and I think it's 10% off.
Yeah,
so
10%.
you get 10% off
Solid.
of your coffee,
Yeah.
your coffee mac if that's what you love, or your dog leg, or your any of them really. Road
Dude,
trip, the s'mores is so dude. There's a laundry list of them that are just delicious.
We'll figure out like a menu or something. We'll just be like pop, pop, pop,
Yeah.
pop, pop, pop.
Yeah.
That's like a little bubble popping
Yeah,
of
I
all
like
of
that.
them because there's so many.
so many,
good.
and it's so good. And speaking of, good times and I guess achievements, you would say, we hit 7K finally. We hit that 7K followers, subscribers on YouTube. Countdown to 10K is still on. We got a lot of cool things that we're going to be giving away at that 10K, like a stack of discs. I'll go into more details on the next episode on what that looks like. But right now we do have 3 items we're going to give away for this episode. Tune in later. You got to watch this entire episode to figure out where it's going to be given away.
You're
or how
welcome.
you're going to get it. And
That's right.
And what we do need to do also, I just now thought of, somehow give it to our audio listeners too, give them a shot at winning something too, because they're good supporters as well.
Definitely. There's plenty of guys too that, reach out to us on a, what is it called? DM, direct message, right?
Direct messages.
Just direct messages and be like, hey man, you guys are killing it. Thanks. And, it's definitely something that they use to watch or watch. They use to listen to on long commutes. So I talk to plenty of guys that do it for the long commutes, so
it's just great.
We appreciate you guys.
Gotta love it.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely gotta love it. So today, I think this episode's going to roll out on Saturday. So in a couple days here, because today's technically Thursday that we're actually recording this on a Thursday.
Yep.
And today was the day we hit that 7K. But this weekend, Taco and I are both headed down to the farm in Winfield, Kansas. The farm at Quail Valley is a course I designed. Tyson Jones operates the property, kind of manages the property, and that course, I can't say enough good things about that course.
Well, let's just talk about this weekend and what's happening this weekend.
Sure. One of the biggest veterans for vets I've ever heard of.
I know that he already has like over 100 people.
114 last I heard.
Right. 114 people registered. They got great plans. They're going to do a color guard out there.
Your wife is going to be singing.
Carly, is actually going to be singing the national anthem, which is great. And she's pretty decent. She has done a few retirement ceremonies and stuff like that in the Air Force when we were in the Air Force. So she's a baller.
She knows what she's doing.
She okay.
She knows what she's doing. So,
but so that's going to be great. And then I know they're going to dress the course up, and he had talked about getting a bunch of these little flags to road down or
line the fairways.
Yeah, line the fairways type of deal. So it's going to be a great experience. Like super excited.
It really is. It absolutely is. And there's going to be 2 feature cards going on. I don't recall who is on the second one, all of them, because I know it's kind of shuffled around a little bit here and there. But on the final feature card that's going to be on Dee Dee's YouTube page is going to be myself, Coda Hatfield, Isaiah Esquivel, and as of right now, Logan Harpool. Depending if Logan is kind of got a little bit of a strain in his neck, his back. But if he's able to play, he will be that 4th guy on the card. And that should be a lot of fun. Just just hole-by-hole disc golf coverage. That's what everybody's wanting right now. So having that out there is going to be a lot of fun. Watching us play in what may be the snow.
I was just gonna say, I'm like, you're probably not gonna see too many like filmed rounds at a championship level course.
Correct.
where there's gonna be like a foot of snow resting on hopefully just the fairways.
Hopefully, but you never know.
Yeah. There's plenty on the ground.
I saw a picture today, and there was quite a bit of snow on the island. On that island hole out there. But it is what it is, guys. If there's snow on the ground, I don't care. I know the tee pads have been cleared, so that's exciting.
That's all that really matters.
And they're turf tees out there, so I'm excited to get a play on those again. Couple pin placements on each hole. I'm not sure the exact layout we're going to be playing yet, but either way, it's going to be a fun layout because that course is pretty awesome. I have a couple videos from down there. Nothing really of playing on the course just yet. That's something we'll do this summer, absolutely. We're going to go down there and do a couples doubles video at some point. But I have a drone coverage, thanks to I think it's 34 State Media, for putting together the drone coverage for me, sending it over, and I did a voiceover on my YouTube page. So if you want to go check that out, you can.
Nice.
And if not, you can always just wait and watch the DD coverage that's coming out soon.
Yeah.
So
I don't see them taking too long to get that out, but that's going to be super exciting.
Absolutely. I'm very, very excited to get back to the farm and play. And first, it's not, it is a competitive round, but it's not a competitive. You know what I mean? It's all for great charity. It's good for building the brand, building the farm, my course design, that kind of thing. So, but I'm excited to get out there and throw some shots.
Oh my gosh. We haven't played disc golf in over a week, and I'm starting to think and what am I doing with my time? I don't want to be that cold. Yeah, I'm super so I took tomorrow off from work so that way, I wanted to take my family down to that area, and we're bringing our dogs. We're staying at the Quality Inn, which was suggested by Tyson that lives down there, and So we're going to take the whole family down there.
That's right by the course, I believe.
It's real close. That's what he's like. And then we're going to go to Shindigs for dinner tomorrow night. So if you can get off.
Shindigs is awesome.
Right. So, yeah, we're going to go eat some food at this place called Shindigs, which is one of the cool restaurants in the local area there. And, yeah, it's going to be a good time, man. I was going to play some doubles tomorrow with Carly, but she's like, well, you're out of your mind because I'm not playing in the snow.
Because it's snowy?
So it looks like I'll probably just, bring a bunch of hand warmers.
Yeah.
And
It'll
then
be
just
fine.
try to throw my EMAC a lot.
I mean, it's supposed to be, I think, 40 for the high, I think, on Saturday. And 10 to 15 mile an hour winds. So that's, honestly, from what we've been experiencing, that's going to seem like summer.
Dude.
It really is. It's going to seem a lot warmer than it actually is. Like, for instance, today, I think it was... I don't know. I don't think it got above freezing today, but it sure felt like it was.
I thought it was like in the 20s.
Yeah.
21, 22, and it felt so good.
It felt like 50 almost, just because of the sun and all that. But keeping in mind it was minus 17 when we woke up on Monday morning or Tuesday morning. Tuesday morning. I went into the warehouse on Tuesday morning for our board meeting, and halfway through that board meeting, the power went out because there was the rolling blackouts that were happening all over town. So it was like, well, all right. Break time.
Yeah, that was the it'll be out for 30 minutes, and then like 2 hours later.
Yeah.
So I think everybody was kind of
Yeah, we were fortunate enough here at the house that our power never went out. So
right. Carly said it never went down. So
yeah, that was good thing for us at least. But I know the heater's been going nonstop, so that'll be fun at the end of the month. But moving on to something else, I'm pretty excited about.
Everybody's thinking about that. Right now. That's funny.
Disc Golf Valley. If you guys are familiar with Disc Golf Valley, it is a mobile disc golf game that Latitude 64 put together, and it's
free to download.
Cool, man. It's free to download. You can actually go on there and play tournaments. You can set up events. I know. Are you familiar with Disc Golf Bra? They're doing Instagram. They did a tournament the other night. That was pretty cool. And the Dynamic Discs Open is going to be doing a tournament as well.
That's right. So actually, this guy Brandon, Brandon, I apologize if I don't get your. I believe it's Get Me, but Brandon ran the Disc Golf Valley Bracket Challenge last year for the DDO or the GBO. He will also be running it this year, but Brandon also runs a Thursday night throwdowns, where he does basically a bracket style, and it's very similar. So if you want to get involved with that bracket style play. Brandon's doing those Thursday night throwdowns.
Nice.
So, but Disc Golf Valley just got so much better in so many different ways.
It absolutely did.
So you just put out a video, Eric.
I did. It was the last video that I just put out the other night. I think it was Thursday. I put it actually this morning. But for you guys watching and listening, it was Thursday. But yeah, it's the EMAC Truth and EMAC Judge are now available for download. You have to go and update the app. I've had a couple people ask me, hey, I can't see it. I only see the 4 discs that are normally on there. Well, if you got to go into your app store and make sure the app itself is updated. And then you can go into the Pro Shop, go to the Tour Series discs, and there's a bunch of new discs in there. You've got mine. You've got my EMAC Truth and my EMAC Judge. You've got Nico LaCastro with his Warship. I think it's a VIP-X Warship and a VIP-X Underworld.
Yes, sir.
And then the other 2 new ones are, I butchered this name last night, and I'm going to butcher it again right now. L-A-U. Lottie. Yeah, we'll call him Lottie. He likes to potty. We'll call him that. His discs are an Opto Glimmer Pure and an Opto Glimmer Havoc. You can go purchase those. And the other ones I'll just run through real quick are the same ones that have been on there forever. Johnny McRae has the Fuse. And then Emerson Keith has the Explorer and Keystone. Kristen Tatar has the Pure, and she has a driver too. I don't recall what it is off the top of my head. Maybe St. Pro. It might be the St. Pro. And then you've got
Albert Tam has a recoil.
Tom has the recoil and the compass as well. And then
Does Silver have one?
No, Silver. No. Kristen. Didn't we already say Kristen Tatar? Was there one?
I think that was it.
Was there one more? I know they had 4. Johnny McRae. Yeah, okay, I think that's it. So those are the players that you can go and you can download them. The cost is $4.99 to download the discs. You get to use them, as far as I know, for life.
Right.
And the best part about it is part of that $4.99 will go to the player.
Yep.
So it's no different than buying a signature disc off the website, but you can just buy it online and use them. And I put out a video the other day about an all EMAC round because I absolutely love filming those.
They're great.
All EMAC
People love to
rounds.
see them too. It's awesome.
And we got one coming out here very soon with Erica Stinchcombe actually at a new course here in town. So that one will be fun to get out there. But yeah, so I did an all EMAC round and I tried it. The cool part was, as soon as I found out about it, I downloaded it. I bought them myself, so I gave myself
goes through
royalty.
the experience. Yes.
I went and bought it, and I played with it. And the very first throw with that EMAC was an ace, which was so cool.
Please add that clip.
I'll add that clip
okay.
here at the bottom. I'll add it in here so you guys can see it. But yeah, I got an ace with it, and then later that evening, I tried just real quick to play a couple holes on one of the harder courses. I think it was Lakeside. I say harder courses. It's not one of the harder courses, but for me, it's one of the harder courses because I'm not very good at the game.
Eric still hasn't completed all 3 stars on all the courses yet.
Not even close. But the Lakeside course, since it's a mid-range and a putter that I have for my signatures, I couldn't throw across some of the water. So I was just
taking big numbers.
Bloop. You know, so I decided to play. I think it's Oak Hill or
it's weird. You're like, this is a 400-foot water carry. Like, come on.
I mean, I can do that, but I can't do that in the game. So
gosh,
but
it's so awesome.
And there's a bunch of new developments happening at the game. They're talking about doing some more signature discs and some more courses on there as well. One of which is very familiar to us. That's somewhere locally. So that's all I'm going to say about it. But pretty excited about all that. Disc Golf Valley, if you guys haven't played it yet, just go download it. It's free. You don't have to go buy the discs, but if you want to, we really appreciate it. Or you can just go play it. I mean, just download it, and when you're sitting in front of the TV or sitting on something else, it's very fun to just kind of play that game.
To give a little perspective, I play. I'm a junkie when it comes to like video games like that. I get all into Tetris.
To be a gamer.
Not like super gamer like that. I don't like first-person shooters. Like, I do like Tetris. You know, like those types of games. Candy Crush, you know, like minimal puzzle games. But anyways, this one's kind of like a puzzle game because you're trying to navigate this maze, which is a course, or which is the hole. But dude, it takes you probably 6 or 7 minutes to run through one round.
Yeah, it's quick.
They're 9-hole rounds, which I think is great.
Yeah.
Because it could get away from you quick if you play more than 9 holes on some of these tough layouts.
Yes, absolutely.
But yeah,
and the weather changes.
The wind.
One thing I like about it is you can hit up your buddy and give him a code to play around, so you guys can actually go and play around together. I wish you could. The one thing I wish you could do. I wish I could see, like, if we were playing. I wish I could see you throw.
That's
you know
right.
what I mean.
I'm sure they're working on that.
Yeah, I just play the hole out and then. When it's over, I can see what he shot on that hole.
Yeah, you just see the score.
So. But that's still cool. I mean, and then there's the chat and all that. You can talk back and forth. So it's really cool. I really enjoy the game, and it is, in my opinion, the best mobile game.
Yeah, for sure. The other ones are garbage.
Yeah, some of
them. But
it's
okay.
I don't even know if there is any others that I've really.
There's like a rival game or something, but that one's
Disc Golf Rivals. Is that what it is? Yeah, I've never played that one.
It's like I don't know. It's just like. The Disc Golf Valley reminds me of that Tiger Woods game that remember the original Tiger Woods golf game that came out, and just but anyways, like
I used
that
to play that all the time.
Like but that was like elite. You know, it was above the rest of the golf games really at the time. So it's like, okay.
It still is, right? Do they still make Tiger Woods?
Yeah, they're so sick.
Are they still making that game?
Well, the last time I checked, there was a 2020 version, I believe.
Of Tiger Woods, or is it just PGA Golf?
I don't know, dude.
EA
I don't even
Sports,
have.
It's in the game.
Yeah, I think we have a Wii at the house now. So
nice.
It's like that.
I think we have a Wii. We have a Wii here. I think we got a Wii and
keep it away from my kids, man.
A few PlayStations, but the old ones. I'm talking like I got PlayStation 3 over there and PlayStation 4 in the bedroom. That acts as my
your
TV.
DVD?
Yeah. If I want to watch a Blu-ray, I'm putting it in there.
Yeah.
I don't play games on it.
That's what PS4s are for. There.
Yeah.
Blu-ray.
And then we have what's the newer the Switch.
Oh, okay.
But it won't turn on. It's broke. It hadn't turned on forever.
Gone.
But my favorite gaming system was always Nintendo GameCube.
Huh.
Like the little box, and it had the mini CDs, DVDs. What are they? Games? I don't know.
They were
the mini ones though. They weren't like a full size CD, and you put those in there, and Mario Kart Double Dash, in my opinion, is the best game I've ever played. Like, I will play that for hours. Like, me and my buddy used to go play it's Double Dash, so we would play partners where we would both ride, and whoever's on the back, their job is to just throw elbows. Just throw elbows. Every time you're passing somebody, steal whatever they got, throw turtle shell. I mean, I love that game, dude. It's so many good memories playing that game.
That's just any form of Mario Kart, I feel like.
Any form of anything amazing. Mario. Let's be honest. Like,
pretty
the plumbers, the Italian plumbers, they had it going on.
Yeah, see, I did the Dr. Mario or Dr. Wario, which was like the pill.
Dr. Mario. That was like Tetris, similar to Tetris,
That's
right?
what I'm saying. Those are the types of games.
Yeah, I hear you.
That was like the regular. It was either regular Nintendo or Super NES.
Ooh,
Holy crap, squirrel!
Oh man, I
love it.
I remember when we were kids, we got a Nintendo for Christmas. But we got a Nintendo the year the Super Nintendo came out. So we so we were a year behind, but we didn't care. We loved playing it.
It's okay.
And that Super Mario Brothers was always so much fun. I used to play with my dad. I remember sitting in the living room playing with my dad. And I remember the first time he finally beat that game, he came and told me, and he was so excited, and I was so pumped for him, and it was. And
cool. Then he just spiked the remote, and he's like, boom! "I'm retiring."
It's like mic drop. I'm out.
Got it.
Yeah, no, I'm not much of a gamer. I like to play games. I do like to play games, but I get into it, and then I'm done for a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I cannot.
It's easy to go all in, like really hard. Like that's why
I'm similar.
I gotta be careful with Disc Golf Valley because I love that game so much. But I'm not gonna lie, every night at like 6:30, whenever the new, because you get to play Pro Tour rounds, and at 6:30, like every night, like for me, that's what time it's like fires back up. You can play your new round for the day.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I kind of itch about that. And Carly knows. She's like, oh, you're playing.
I'm not gonna bother him.
Phone sideways. She's like, if your phone's sideways, I know you're playing the game.
I know not to talk to you at this time. So. I'm similar to you though as far as video games go. I'm not a big fan of like the what'd you call it, shooter games. What
first person
shooter games. Like I'm never good at those.
Right.
Yeah. If it's got a whole lot of detail in the game, I'm probably not into it. Like if it looks real, I'm not into it.
Have you heard of that game Fable?
So fake. I want it to just be as fake, cartoony as humanly possible, and I'm all in.
Yeah. I mean. So every Star Wars game possible, because actually they're making them super like
they're super crazy now.
Yeah,
and I've tried to play them a couple times. Or flying games.
Just stick with the Lego games.
Yes.
Then you know.
Yeah, or Mario.
Lego Batman's one of the sickest Lego games.
I'm all in on Mario. So
yeah.
Anyway, this isn't a gamer show. Just I mean,
it was for about 10 minutes.
Shout out to Michael Holt. I'm sure he's listening to us right now, going, "These guys are idiots."
I sure hope so. He's like a bunch of amateurs over there.
Yes, Mike Holt's a great guy. I love him to death. He's one of our celebrity team members that is doing a lot of YouTube coverage right now. A lot of content coming out for him. He just did an all EMAC round actually.
Oh, so go to Michael Holt Disc Golf.
Please go to Michael Holt Disc Golf and be one of the over 100,000 subscribers that he has, which is just sick.
He's laughing at the 7K tonight. And we're just like, hey, bro, we're
7K.
doing it. You started at 0 too.
He's like, I hit 7K 20 years ago. It's so cool.
So that guy blinked and I was at 40.
Yeah. Props to the dude, man. It's awesome.
Great job, Mike.
Such a great guy.
Yeah, he is.
And he's coming for DDO, and we have some video ideas. We're gonna do some collaboration stuff. So so that'll be a good time. I'm looking really forward to that.
I believe he is also a Disc Golf Valley guy.
I believe he is. Yes, he is. So hopefully you get to see some more of that type of stuff coming out in the near future. So coming up here in a week, it's already here. Dynamic doubles. I'm really excited about it.
Dude,
it's going to be so much fun.
And I want to say thank you, everybody, again, to who signed up, who's going to go out there and join us for that day. It's going to be beautiful weather forecasted comparatively to what we've been seeing, right, which was dog poo. But, yeah, it's going to be great weather. We got enough volunteers. I just got my final reaching out today from the people who volunteered. So that's going to be great. And I really think, if you're running events, I think it's important to ask people for help because we all need it, in one way or another, one fashion or another. Some people are going to be better at doing things than others. And, just having those extra hands there and the people willing to help is super important. So we super appreciate you guys. Thank you very much.
Yeah, volunteers, man. Give a shout out, man, for volunteers. Here's something. If you're playing a tournament and there are volunteers at this tournament. If there's especially spotters.
Yes.
If you have a spotter on your hole, you better thank them. I can't say that enough. You have to thank the spotters. You have to thank the volunteers. Yes. They are there for free. That's why it's volunteer. They're volunteering their time to come out and make sure you have a great experience. So to me, there's nothing I like better than seeing someone throw OB on a hole that has a spotter and them still thanking the spotter.
Yeah, like...
not that I like to see people throw OB, but you know what I'm trying to get at here. If
Totally.
You just got to have the respect for these people, man, because they're doing it. They're the ones growing the game.
It's just like I don't think events will be good, or as good without the help of people that are willing to put in that extra time, that are wanting to do that, And if you haven't volunteered yourself before, give yourself that opportunity. It's a great experience.
Please.
You see things, and you see different parts of the tournament atmosphere that happen. And one of the best times to volunteer, Eric, is DDO, because there's there's so many people that come out here, and if you want to watch every single pro come in and play, I don't know, a hole at the country club or at Jones Gold.
Yeah.
Guess what? You're going to see every single one of them. And if you get on a cool enough hole, you can see every single one of them struggle, or you can see every single one of them park something or whatever.
Yep.
So, and there's always, we always take care of spotted volunteers.
Of course.
Like me, I'm the type of person, like, I don't need anything. I don't want anything. I just want to let you have my time because this is cool for me.
Yeah.
So, but if I get something in return for that, that's a huge bonus. But for the most part, I do it because I love it. So
do it because you love
yourself
the sport.
The opportunity. Volunteer.
Absolutely. Especially the DDO. It's just such a great experience. If you haven't been to the DDO and you're too nervous to come play the DDO, sign up for the volunteer and
there's on-course spotters and there's off-course volunteers. On-course and off-course volunteers.
Yeah. And then is Jackie still involved with
Jackie is the one. Yeah, Jackie
she's,
Morris. She's the manager at the retail store. Jackie Morris also.
She's a rock star.
She kills it.
Yeah.
Kills it. But super easy to talk to, super easy to communicate with. So go ahead and if you want to volunteer for the DDO, you can go on to the Dynamic Disc Open website, and there's a volunteer tab. Gives you some quick information, and then there should be a couple links down at the bottom where you can go
sign
through
up to volunteer.
And they also ask preferences of what you'd like to do too.
Yeah, of course.
So that way you're not just stuck doing something like I don't know anything about spotting.
I don't know how to do this.
Oh wait, they already have videos that explain that too. So plenty of information. Don't be scared.
There's tons of information out there, and it's definitely, like I said, if you're too nervous to come play the event, but you really want to be here and involved, come down and just volunteer.
Yeah.
Because it is so worth it. I guarantee you will have a fantastic time.
So true.
So DDO's coming up around the corner. But before that, we do have our DDO or our DD dynamic doubles that is coming up that we've just been talking about here a little bit. But it's going to be fun, guys. We have a couple new venues that we're looking at doing in the future. Couple new locations, handful of them. Obviously, to start, we want to do these at courses that I've designed to kind of feature those. A couple of them that are coming to mind on places that you may see this is obviously we'll probably do one at Swope at some point in Cottonwood Falls, Boyce Bumgarner Memorial Disc Golf Course. Another one that's coming to mind is Abilene, Kansas. Just finished designing a course out there. We'll probably run one out there at some point. Sweet. Missouri, the course I just did over in Missouri, Nevada, Missouri. And that course is done in the ground. They're waiting on tee signs at this point, but that may end up being like... Now, I haven't talked to anybody at the city yet, but I know that they wanted some help running an event, so this could be perfect for us to go over there and do a ribbon-cutting style of an event.
Well, that'd be cool, yeah.
With the dynamic doubles and do the 666 format and the alternate shot, which I'm excited to see how that all plays out this week.
I think it's going to be great. One little bit of good news. Hopefully tomorrow, I'm not sure because I'm going to have the day off, but hopefully tomorrow we're going to get some signs.
Yes.
Nice little signs out there with directions. Either way, we're going to make it nice and simple so that way people can follow kind of the lay of the event for the 666 format. So
and if you guys are not familiar with the 666 format, we put a video out not too long ago about it, and It's on the YouTube page if you want to go watch it. But what it is like the first 6 holes are tough shot. So if Taco and I are partners, we both throw tee shots and we play the worst one. The difference between tough shot and worst shot is only one person has to make the putt, which is a lot nicer.
Yeah,
during
for
a
flow.
tournament than having to worry about both of you making putts and the time constraints, of playing an entire round that way. It's just brutal. Or 6 holes even is pretty brutal. But so the first 6 holes are that. The next 6 holes, 7 through 12, are best score. So it's like we both play singles. Play those 6 holes in singles. If Taco gets a 3, I get a 4, we write down a 3, and vice versa. So that's the pretty straightforward kind of. You guys decide on how you want to play that strategy-wise. There's a couple different ways. If you go and watch the video, we do give some advice on each hole on what you should do and how to perform, really.
Yeah.
And then the last 6 holes are just regular old doubles. Just your basic best shot format. And then the whole final round is alternate shot. You guys step up to your first hole, decide who is going to throw first, and then from there it's alternate shot the entire way through, which is going to fly by.
It's going to be quick because it's going to basically be like one person is playing.
Yeah, it's going to be
on the
if
team.
it's groups of if it's 2 groups, 4 people, it's going to be like a twosome.
Right.
Playing the entire round because there's you only one person from each team throws off the tee, and then only one person will putt, hopefully.
That's right.
That's not always going to be the case, but,
No.
but that's what I love about this format, man. You can't just bring like a solid player in. You guys both got to be pretty decent players or gals or mixed or whatever it is. You both have to be, pretty decent at something to be able to get this knocked down, So the closer to the skill level that you and your partner are, I think the better.
I think you're 100%
because if you have somebody that's like a 10-10 rated player and then somebody that's like an 8-10 rated player, the tough shot's going to struggle. The best score will be fine, but the alternate shot could struggle as well.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's strategy and all that involved with it, but it's going to be fun. I'm excited to see how it all turns out.
It's Carly and Haley signed up for the event, which is awesome. Thank you.
That'll be fun.
Ladies. Haley is 11 years old. She hasn't played disc golf, and Haley's my daughter, but she hasn't played disc golf like really in a competitive fashion or even like casually for probably like a year. She's been coming out a couple times recently. We've been kind of leaning on her, but not leaning on her at the same time.
Just letting her make that decision.
Yeah. So, and her max throws right now are probably 200 to 215 feet.
Okay.
So Carly's is probably closer to like 280, 275.
She can crush that three.
She's probably touching 300, for sure. But, if you think about it, during that tough shot, more than likely, they're probably going to be taking Haley's lie.
Yeah.
Quite often.
Yeah. Unless Carly gets some aces.
Well, I played.
That's very possible.
That's true. She could run it. I've played on Haley's card before. She's a solid partner.
The holes that we picked for tough shot are 6 of the easiest holes.
About as straightforward as they can be for this particular layout for course. It's about the easiest holes that you could encounter. Yeah. Even though they're still challenging.
They are super challenging. It's fun though, man. I'm
great.
I'm so excited for that. Cans of View doesn't get much love for whatever reason. It's not because we don't want to give it love, because we do, absolutely do, but it just hasn't had that love in the past, and we were going to use it at GBO last year, but that got canceled. We will be using it at GBO this year, or DDO this year, so we're going to have I think Danny and Anthony, or one of those guys, is going to come out and do some filming. Yep. I think it's Danny's going to come out and do some filming and talk, maybe interview me and Taco on what our thought process is on the tournament, what we want to see it evolve to, that kind of thing. So you'll be seeing that type of coverage come out soon as well, so you can see the course.
I'll be doing my homework for that interview if Danny is going to come talk to me. He comes at it fast.
Yes.
So quick.
Yes.
So smooth. I'm like, Danny, dude, I'm not smooth like you,
man,
bro.
Chill.
This is recorded.
Calm down, bro. She's like... Oh man, but it's supposed to be like almost 50, I think, that day. So
yeah, it's gonna be great.
I'm excited to get some warmer temps.
Great food, great disc golf.
Yes.
Let's just go ahead and say
Shout
it's like
out.
get out, get active, play disc golf. Let's
Give
go.
a shout out. Who's the guy coming out and doing the food? Is it BG's?
Yeah, BG's Bar and Grill.
BG's Bar and Grill
out there in Council Grove.
Yep.
Max is the guy who's running that, and he's going to be facilitating that, and he's super excited. So
He should be. I mean, I think that's a day that he's usually closed, right?
Oh,
Is that right?
100%. Sundays, usually BG's Bar and Grill is closed to the town. They are going to be opening for that day for the disc golfers that are going to be coming, which right now we have 80 people signed up.
We're full.
There's actually 3 teams on the wait list as well. I would say if you're on a wait list, it always makes sense to kind of show up.
Yeah,
Just-
absolutely it
just makes
does. I
sense.
mean, you never know. You may get in the event, and one cool thing about this event is the player pack. I know we kind of touched on it last time, but it's going to be a pretty sweet player pack. First time anybody's going to get their hands on the EMAC Judge is going to be at that tournament. So,
Spicy.
I'm excited to get that disc finally out there. We've been waiting and waiting and waiting because of the weather and shipping and all that stuff. It's been a bit of a struggle to get our inventory back up to where it should be. But we've got quite a few discs in transit right now, so we're gonna fill that warehouse up very, very soon.
Dude, there's okay. That's I just
soon.
like I can't even fathom like what's about to happen because it's like okay. They're gonna be gone too at the same time. It's like come in, gone.
Yep. Yeah, that new
Love
warehouse is pretty awesome though.
Yep.
I can't believe how quickly that team worked and within a week all the work we got done. Every time I went back, I'm like, dang, there's something else done, and there's still obviously quite a bit of work that needs to be done.
Yep.
Offices still need to be built. I think there's still 10 offices or something like that, maybe even more than that. Maybe
There's
like 15 or 20.
They have like a floor that needs to be put in, and there's construction.
There's stuff that needs to be done, but we're operational.
Yep.
We're open. You can buy discs still, and one cool thing is the hot stamp and custom stamp department never closed because they haven't moved yet. So they're still in the old warehouse because we have the old warehouse, and pretty fortunate enough to have my boat parked at the old warehouse right now.
I was like, hey, I know what
weather.
I've seen that pontoon boat before. What's up with that?
Yeah. Well, it was going to be minus 15, and I didn't really want it sitting outside in the driveway. It's minus 15 degrees. So I bought some new electronics. I'm going to install it, and I'd rather do it there at night. So I'll probably be doing that sometime this next week as well.
Girl, are you going to do your in the bag on the boat?
I am.
Warehouse?
Not in the warehouse. No, I'm not into that. I want to do it. I want to do it traditionally, like I've done the last 2 years.
I like it.
And do it on the boat. And I may do it a little different this year since I have a better setup. Because before I was just using my phone. So now that I have the camera, and I'll probably buy a Bluetooth mic.
Oh,
and
nice.
use it so the wind won't be a factor, and probably do some trolling while I'm doing my in the bag and see if I can catch a fish while doing
zip
it.
one in.
So that'd be cool.
I would love to see that.
That'd be really cool, man. Yeah, I need to bring back a throwback video and try to catch a fish with a disc golf trophy again, because I did that last year, and I did end up catching a small bass out at the country club. But I was so stoked when I caught that fish, dude.
That's insane.
Yeah, I saw it, and so you guys know where I got this idea from was. I saw a couple videos on YouTube. You know the silver play button that you get when you hit like 100,000
100K
subscribers or something?
yeah.
Well, this fisherman that I follow hit that, and he had the box on the boat. He opened the box, right? Took the glass out, pulled the silver play button out of the box, took a drill, drilled holes in it, right? Put a leader on it, put treble hooks on it, threw it out there and caught this massive like pike or something like that.
Just got another 100,000 followers.
And then pulled it in, and then he reeled it in, caught it, whatever, and then put it back in the frame, put it back, and now it's hanging on his wall. Like, it's just so cool. I'm like, man, I like that.
Savage.
And I thought, what could I do? Like, there's got to be something disc golf related I could use. And I'm like, metal minis. We used to use metal minis for trophies. So I did that. I found one that I think it was like a second or third place at Zebo's Open down in Texas.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I drilled some holes in it, put some treble hooks on it, and I tried so hard for so long. Granted, I was trying like in March, I think it was, so it was like still a little cold. It wasn't quite the right time, but I did. I finally caught one.
That's insane.
It's pretty cool. I want to do it again. I might try it with the PDGA tags that you get. The little metal ones.
Oh yeah.
I think those might be a little bit better for. I don't know. We'll see. But
I guess it depends on how hungry that sucker is when it's trying to bite on something
and
that
how
big.
reflective it is too.
That's true. Yeah.
The fish are dumb, so they're going to go for anything that's moving and reflective. So that's why I tried the metal mini first.
That's so funny because like a lot of fish are moving and reflective, and they don't like sit there and cannibalize each other all the
They
time.
do, but
they
you
do,
know,
yeah, not like
they
hardcore.
definitely will. But,
They're in a fish tank. They do.
That's true. Upstairs, it happens all the time. But I'm gonna do some fishing content this summer that you guys I think are gonna enjoy. At least I hope you guys are gonna enjoy it because I'm gonna enjoy doing it. So I went ice fishing yesterday.
Oh my gosh, how did that go?
Oh man, it was a blast. We didn't catch a dang thing, but
Why not? Were
it
they all
was
sleeping?
So much fun. Well, we didn't know what we were doing. You know, I mean,
So how do you even get a bite? Like,
well, you gotta find the fish first, and
oh, because they're like frozen in certain
they're all
sections.
well. Then I wouldn't say they're frozen, but you got to just they're deep. You got to go to the depths to find them. And
Okay.
there's a particular spot at the lake that's like 12, 15 feet deep, and that's decent. And there's some brush there, and we usually are pretty successful. Actually, I had a GoPro this summer, and I dropped it down in the water and was filming down there, and I saw the brush, saw some crappies, some bass swimming around it, which was pretty cool.
That is awesome.
And so we found that spot. We went there, and well, we started out first off, guys, we don't know what we're doing.
They're lucky they're still alive.
We did not have equipment.
Oh my god.
We didn't have an auger first off to drill the hole, which is the easiest thing to do. Just drill it and pull it out.
What did?
So we had a skill saw.
You used a skill saw,
and then we had a drill, like with a bigger wooden bit on it for like drilling big old holes, and we used it. It worked. I mean, you know what though? Laugh all you guys want. It worked. We got holes dug, so we drilled a couple holes in it first, and then we just took an axe.
hammered it out
and hacked it down.
How big was the hole that you guys made?
It was about the size of a junior disc.
Okay.
So big enough to just get a line down, basically. I mean,
wow.
And honestly, guys, we weren't doing it to go out and like catch a bunch of fish.
Right.
We were doing it just for the experience of being a Kansan our entire lives and never been ice fishing, but seeing it on TV. We just wanted to try it, right?
Man.
And we tried it. We went out about 8 feet and broke through the ice and saw it was like 7 inches. We're like, all right, we can go out a little further. So we just did that every like 20 feet or so until we got out to we were about 40 yards out. And I think we were in like 15 foot of water is where we ended up being in. And I mean, the ice was still 6 inches thick, which is plenty thick to walk on and fish from. So we were being very, very cautious and safe. Like we weren't being stupid about it by any means. And you know, if it was any thinner than 5, we weren't going to even touch it.
That's insane. Insane.
But it was fun.
Sounds so cold.
What I want to do though, and it wasn't though. It was beautiful yesterday. There was no wind. It was sunny.
Yeah.
But
it's a good day for it.
I do want to experience some real ice fishing, like in Michigan or Minnesota. Go up to one of those lakes where they drive their cars on it, and like drive an RV. I've seen these guys that drive has an RV, right? Like a pull behind, a fifth wheel actually is what it is. So it's not technically an RV; it's a fifth
still
wheel.
like 8,000 pounds.
Pulls it out there, and then it has hydraulics on it, and it just drops to the ice, and then he has holes cut in the floor.
Of his RV.
Of his RV. So he's out there
What?
fishing. He has couches
Cheater.
in there. He has TVs. It's a heater. I'm like, that's insane, dude. But he's catching wallies, and oh man, I just want to do that. I want to experience that sometime in my life.
I don't know if I'd want to have the RV.
No, I don't need to do that. But I want the little shanty, like the the actual tent with the little heater and all that. That's what I want to do. I want to do that sometime when it's minus 20 degrees outside or whatever it is. It sounds miserable, but.
You put me in one of
man.
those tents at like 50 degrees and then have me be normally balled up like I always am. I'll probably sit in there and watch you. Like, I don't really like playing video games, but I'll watch some other people play video games. You know what I mean? Like, so I could totally watch you try to catch a fish.
Man, it sounds crazy, but when you're passionate about something, the weather doesn't really matter.
I really like carving things up. Like I like processing the animal.
I'll catch it. You
I'm all about it.
And we'll eat it.
When Emerson and I dual caught Emerson basically threw it out there, but we basically broke this catfish down. It was like a 2.5 foot catfish, perfect size to be able to eat a catfish. But we broke this thing down with a super dull knife. Basically, could have been using a butter knife. Try to cut a catfish with a butter knife.
No.
See, good luck. Right?
No.
But we tore this thing apart, man. And I had a really good time doing that. Emerson's just like, I'm just going to cut off this steak. Fillets one steak and then leaves the rest. I'm like, Emerson, you got to commit to that with a good knife.
You got to have a good fillet knife.
This thing, I was like, bro,
Yeah, I'm not a
Slapping
big
my hand
catfish
with it.
fan though.
It was good. You fry it, right?
Yeah, if you fry it right, it's good. Yeah, but
We did it.
for me, I'd rather have crappie or walleye. Those are my two go-tos.
So I know most people might not know silver lot here.
Silver
Silver lot.
Yep.
But silver is Kristen's
Husband, right?
basically they're like
They're an
partners or
item,
whatever.
yeah.
Yep, they're an item. They run the disc golf academy over in Estonia together.
Mm-hmm.
But Silver's like kind of particular on the things that he puts in his body as far as like food is concerned.
Yeah.
And he tried a piece of this catfish and he's like, "No, I could have done better." And Emerson and I are like, "Whatever, dude, it's super good. Like no big deal. We'll eat it all." And then sure enough, dude, you just see this guy sneaking back and forth.
Oh, for sure.
From like another room to the plate, and you're like, "Silver, did you just come by and grab
just
another
get more,
piece
bro?
of that super disgusting, greasy catfish that
just
you
get more,
love?"
bro?
And the answer was yes.
Yes, it was, of course.
Fish is great.
Now, catfish is good if it's done right, but for me, walleye is just by far the best fish that you could eat around here.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're talking like halibut or salmon, that kind of stuff is a little different, but you don't get that here. Like you don't have halibut swimming
Where
around
the river's at?
The parks or the lakes anywhere around here, anywhere near. So we've kind of gone off on a little transit or whatever you want to call it, but
Tangent.
Tangent. There we go. Transit.
Transit to the tangent.
Transit to the tangent. Earlier I'd mentioned doing a giveaway. We've got 3 items here I want to give away. Really, for the 7K, all you have to do is be subscribed to the channel. So if you're watching this and you want to win these awesome prizes, make sure you subscribe. We're going to pick a winner on the next episode.
Super random.
And then have
from the subscriber list.
Another giveaway next week that we're going to talk about that you may need to focus in on this episode a little bit harder than you think.
Keep them eyes peeled.
You may need to go
y'all.
watch this one again. But we have a couple coffees we're going to give away for the 7K. Make sure you guys are subscribed and make sure you like the channel or this episode, anything that we're putting out, because we are having quite a bit of fun doing it.
We talked about where the next dynamic doubles is. I want to talk about real quick before we, where are we going to do our next all EMAC round? Because I'm fiending so hard, and we mentioned gold a while ago, or once you said that, and I was like, we got to get out there and do that.
So if we do all EMAC,
we have to do
can
that.
we do trespasses?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
I think we need to. I think that's totally something that I need another one because I lost that pink one in the water.
Yeah, it's still out on the ice. It's probably frozen in the middle at
You know,
this point, but absolutely, I've got a few of those, and I'm considering doing a run of X trespasses this year.
So buy one of those,
and
at least one.
Yeah, I love that disc so much. It's just such a good disc.
They're too good.
Yeah, I'll get you another one for sure. We'll do another all EMAC challenge at Jones Gold as soon as it thaws out, maybe a little bit. Or we get a little bit of warmer weather, maybe. I don't know. But I'll be playing that for DDO, so I definitely am going to be getting some practice in on it. But those 3 discs is all you really need. Honestly, I mean, sure, it doesn't hurt to have a couple other like fairways out there for some of those approaches or some of those tee shots, but those 3 discs, and I'm perfectly satisfied.
I think based on kind of what people have been asking for and what your schedule looks like, maybe we do Jones Gold, and then since Monkey Island's coming up, hit around there at Monkey Island, just super casual and something.
Absolutely. I would love to do the farm as well at some point, and all EMAC round down at the farm. What other I want to do a video out at Clover Cliff also.
Okay.
It's been a while since I've played out there.
Where the buffalo roam.
Yes.
At the bison.
The bison are out
American
there.
bison.
Oh man, I want to do a round out there. There's this summer, dude. We're gonna be playing some disc golf. We're gonna be filming some disc golf, and you guys are gonna be there for every single second.
Yes.
So
thank y'all once again. Eric is at 7K subscribers.
7K, baby. We did it, and that's man. It's crazy. Like I think I'm already at 7,010 or something like that. When I woke up this morning, I was like 12 to 15 from it. So we've got a lot of subscribers just today, just from the content we've been putting out.
Yeah.
Continue liking, continue sharing, commenting, and all that fun stuff, because I got a lot of fun stuff to give away, especially when we hit that 10K. It's going to be amazing. You guys are going to love some of the stuff I'm putting together for this big giveaway.
Let's go.
So thank you guys so much for watching. Really do appreciate it. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll see you next time.